And that was my time. Thank you. All right, so the hustle, real funny, right? Because you heard so many inspiring stories, and when I was approached for this TED Talk, the first thing they said, you need to inspire the Gen Z. Last I checked, we were getting inspired by these guys. And I am Gen Y. You know Simon Sinek? He said, know your why, I am that why. Gen Zs, you know, you guys are not just a generation. You're an upgrade to how humanity has to process or evolve. Yes, we know that there are lots of generations in the past. Who in their bright mind, by the way, decided to start tagging generations of human race? In the late 19th century, someone came with some cool name, then some other name, then some... By the way, amongst all of those generations, one of them was called the greatest generation. They were termed the greatest generation. Where are they now? I know. They're reborn as Gen Z. Round of applause for all of you. So here's the thing. Being a Gen Y, you're like a sandwich situation. You've been through the Gen X and baby boomers, insightful conversations being deployed onto you all the time. Son, you are the future. If you don't do life like this, life will do this to you. Okay, Dad, thank you. Fast forward, I am in the future, and guess what? This is a Gen Z. I'm your daddy. What? I have to listen to you now, but my dad told me I'm the future. No, but the Gen Z says the future is the present. And if it was a time machine, the Gen Z is pretty much the entire factory of it. You guys have fascinated me so much. The reason I chose this topic today is because all my life in my school, you see, this is what the hustle does. You start bumbling words, right? 3-second attention span all the time, consuming. Retention, 0. Now here's the thing. All my school life I was told, son, you need to work hard on your grades. You need to work hard on your grades. Go chase the stars. No, chase the grades. Chase the grades. Step by step, chase the grades first. You know what happened? I successfully did not ace any of my grades. And that is why I'm here at the TED Talk. The ones who did, they didn't come back to the country. Now, the hustle. What do you think the hustle really means? It's such a fancy word, don't you think? I think it's a little overrated. Because if you come to think of it, mankind has been hustling ever since its inception. Man was first trying to hunt and equally get saved from the same thing as wanting to hunt, right? Farmers are trying to grow crops at the same time trying to retain whatever the crop is before the floods come in. The hustle has been there too. It's been going on for generations. But what is the difference? I'll tell you what. Instagram, LinkedIn, social media. Let's all talk about everything painful we're going through onto social media. And we will connect with each other and empathize with each other on social media. Without knowing, you're only 3 seconds important to me. That's all there is. What happened to conversations? What happened to engaging in person? These days, I'm sure all of you guys are already, I think it's fair to say that when you guys go to school, you're not going there to learn, you're going there to teach. And that's all right. It's in a good way. Because I do believe that learning is a two-way scenario, but with the digital age right now, I do joke about this. A lot of kids, when you come across Gen Z, they weren't born in hospitals, they were born on an iPad. And that is why their digital affluence is far more. It's far more than we can digest. I am that generation, like I said, sandwiched. We came into a time when technology was Pentium computers. That was it. If a curved monitor went flat, that was progress. But what happened to you guys? You guys have the smart technology. You have everything going in smartness, and all of a sudden the AI age comes in. Now, some of my Gen Z students I've engaged with in the past have told me, you know, the Gen Alpha, my God, have you looked at them? I said, I'm still on the appetizer. You are my appetizer. These guys are yet to come. So what's happening is that everyone is glorifying hustle more and more, while equally, The Gen Z says, we don't want the hustle. We want mental well-being. We want mental health first. We want health first. We want life first. But at the same time, guys, you guys end up doing a tech startup, some crypto trading, some design work, some freelance here, some there, and by the way, then you get to class to attend school. So when you're doing all of that, you're technically hustling. Now, why is it so funny to me is because, you know, when this gentleman was giving my introduction, I was just jogging back my memory all those years. My God, he's praising me way more than I deserve. I'm truly humbled to be on the stage, but this is too much praise. You know why? Because all those things I did, creativity, yes, there is creativity, but there's also a thing called not being able to ace your results. So when that happens, you turn to other doors. You look at other opportunities. You try and dig on to what more you can do beyond the books. Now, I am blessed to be a marketeer because I get to constantly study and work with the constantly evolving trend of consumers as each generation is passing by. The same beverage, the same snack, the same diaper, even they're being sold differently now the way they used to. So, in a way, I'm kind of connected with all of you every generation. So I can talk to a boomer, I can talk to an X, not my X, the Generation X, a Y, and a Z, and even an alpha, because I'm dealing with all of them at the same time. Then comes my stand-up routine. Now, in that time, I have all kinds of audiences, and what happens? What you can joke about 5 years ago, 10 years ago, might not be relevant anymore. Because you guys are consuming content much faster than what we're trying to joke about on stage. So what do? We're constantly upgrading. How are we upgrading? We're learning from you. Like I said, the future is here. I heard that 20 years ago. I hear it again now, and I'm like, okay, some gray hair here, there, all right, I'm the one who's getting old. Before I get onto the shelf, I need to tell these guys, hold on to your hustle. It's okay. You can do it, but remember, the hustle is just a part of your life. It's not your entire life. If you start giving the hustle more importance than life, let me know what happens. I can tell you 3 things. Number 1, you're hustling for a better future, but you want it tomorrow. You need to be patient in order to let the hustle translate results for you. Who are you doing it for? Me, tomorrow. Let's say I settle down, I have a family. Well, okay, fine. You know what's going to happen? You do too much of this hustle, you're going to burn out so much, you won't have any time or health, anything left for your loved ones, for your families. So when I come across these youngsters these days that tell me, hey, I am so stressed out, what do? You know what? If you take a step back and you're not doing a gazillion things in life, you are doing 1 or 2 things. One of them is being a student, you're studying, you're learning, but you're also doing some extracurriculars, doing some kind of skill training. It's okay if you're not doing 7 other things, because that is not being lazy, that is not being what we call, I think the Gen Z term is being a goblin. Yeah, so I had to look up these things because, trust me, goblin in my time was just this creature used to scare kids. Now it's a phrase. So if you're going to be going goblin with these things, it's okay. It's not being lazy. It's being called being human. So remember that. Now, one more thing. Hustle, have you thought about it as an acronym? HUSTLE. Let me give you 2 perspectives. One is how What am I doing right now? I'm just throwing a letter at you and I'm making you guys think. One thing we don't do when we're consuming social media content so much, you're taking away your thought so much into that consumption, you're letting your ideation cells go down. Then you feel stressed. My God, this is a guy who I saw on LinkedIn the other day, the Oscars of life achievements, by the way. You saw a post, constantly hustling on my 3rd startup, and by the way, this is the yacht I recently bought. You take that pressure onto yourself as if you're supposed to. I mean, you're compelled to do that, yes, Are you really supposed to? Maybe no. So what is it that we are lacking right now? What we are lacking is the context of what the hustle is. Hustle is the new word for hard work. All you need to understand is shortcuts in life. Yes, some of them have come in right now, thanks to the likes of ChatGPT, the likes of many other AI tools. I understand writing as a skill has completely evolved. Now the writing skill is not just what you put on paper, but it's also how you drive the AI to work for you. And you guys are the ones who are taking it first. We're still taking time because we're that long bridge who's been crossing bridges and we're still yet to see where we're supposed to achieve things, right? So hustle as an acronym, I give you guys some thought time to think about. I don't really think much imagination has happened. So here's the thing. How underwhelming and stressful this life ends. Hustle. When you look back after all that hustle, you're like, okay, I did so much. What did I get out of it? What was my achievement? What is the definition of success that I had? Because at the end of the day, if I look back and I cannot reflect on a single thing of genuine value, success does not come that way. So right now, I think you guys are in an extremely lucky time to be in this digital age, to be growing up and being in school, being in colleges, getting your education in a very different way. You guys are looking at the world in a different way. I'm so glad that you guys have far more, I would say, far more kind of variety of activities that you want to get into in terms of helping society, developing new things, and not really becoming a part of a factory system. That's one thing I really appreciate, so kudos to all of you. Round of applause for all of you for that. But while doing so, just remember, your life's purpose, yes, all these motivational speakers coming onto your Instagram at 4 in the morning, you need to wake up at 4 in the morning, then you need to go through the grind, burn and pump those muscles and everything, etc., etc. Do you really think you can do that right now? Maybe yes, if you push so much of yourself, you might do that. But are you really going to be realistically being able to do that? No. So by the time you see so much of it, what happens? Everyone becomes, how many of you, by a round of applause, can tell me the Pied Piper story? Are you all aware of the Pied Piper story? By a round of applause, can you tell me? Okay. Social media and creators, long story short, it's the Pied Piper effect. Everything that he's going to blow the horn on, you're going to follow it like a rat race. Ooh, did I use the word rat race? That's what we've all been going through. Every generation is only getting tougher. The competition is there. You got to hustle. What are you competing with? In my belief, in my view, the reason I say you can laugh at the hustle, it's really funny, is because you're only competing with yourself first. And like I said, when your life is ending and you look back, you're only competing with yourself. You're only reflecting on your achievement. You're not looking at, oh, I am dying with this much worth of money and property or et cetera, whereas this other guy in my circle, he's still alive and he's still making it there. My God, I'm dying too soon. So you need to develop that perspective in life that your measurement to success, your purpose to life, need to be beyond the hustle. Don't limit yourself to the hustle. As a voiceover artist, I found it really humorous when these guys said, you have to come and inspire kids. And I felt, okay, I do so many voices of various actors and God knows how many people, but when I have to use my own voice to inspire, I'm kind of hustling with it too. And that's a reality. So I would just like to wrap this up by one favorite line of mine by the great, great Robin Williams. If you can laugh at it, it's all going to be okay. If you cannot laugh, you're not living. Thank you so much.